What's good? It's like on D'Angelo Russell's burner. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share. I know a lot of you might not know me, but welcome to the page. This is my new b-ball page. If y'all don't know, my name is Slight Conto, as you can tell right here from the little logo right here. Slight Conto, I stream on Twitch. I have about 2 point something K followers on Twitch, 190 subs on YouTube. So if you can, please sub to the channel. All my socials are going to be right here at the left throughout the whole video. Also, it's going to be some in the bio. So please like, subscribe, share, and check out my other content, man. Because I also have a fashion page I want to start up soon. It's going to be Slight Media. It should be under my channel right now. This channel, D'Angelo Russell's burner. But what's good with y'all, man? I know a lot of people in my community been waiting for me to make a b-ball page, so I'm just really excited to really get started. And I thought personally, what's a better way to get started than starting with the NBA All-Star starters? So let's get to business, because honestly, I'm really excited about talking about the starters this year. I know it's gonna be really difficult for me to pick, because I know y'all see the title of this video, and honestly, I don't know if Steph is an automatic lock for a starter this year, man. So I'm really excited to figure that out, man. I feel like I know the answer already, but I don't want to say it if y'all don't know, which I'm sure y'all don't know, because it's a lot of people that might be coming to my channel for the first time. But my favorite players are D'Angelo Russell, Stephen Curry, and Shai Gilgeous. So obviously D'Lo's not gonna make the All-Star voting this year, but you know, Shai, Steph, I don't know. I mean, I know, but I don't know. But anyways, I feel like it's going to be a little crazy to pick who's going to be a starter this year. I just want to get out the way that, like, for the first time, I went over all the positions, and certain people are under different positions. Like DeMar is a guard, and I know that's nothing crazy because they made DeMar a guard last year also, but Tatum has been going crazy. Bron has been Bron, Bron is still Bron. He's not Bron from, let's say, the Miami Heat days, but Bron is, he just doesn't decline, man. And I don't know, it's just so many forwards this year, bro. It's just so many forwards this year, and it's just kind of hard deciding who's going to get selected, who's not. Because I was looking through the East, and I tell you right now, I don't know if KD makes the All-Star voting this year. I feel like in the West, LeBron, he'll probably make it, just because there's no really better small forward in the West to really select from. But it's just, I think it's going to be a little difficult this year, man. But with all that being said, let's get straight into it. All right, let's get straight into these selections. I just want to say, obviously, I'm not the best ball Messiah. I understand some other people are going to be upset and might have some different opinions than me. Please leave in the comments below who y'all think the pick should be, who y'all think should be snubbed from our All-Star starter spot this year. And let's get straight into who I believe should be picked. Honestly, I want to start off in the East. I was looking while I was at work at the voting, because I saw one of the Timberwolves pages. I think it was Wolves Got Next. He posted the All-Star voting, and it made me want to, just go through and see who was even here just for later when I record this video. And honestly, initially when I was looking at it, I was really sitting with myself and I was thinking, like, the guard spots are kind of weak this year, like, I don't know, I'm just used to Kyrie Irving. I don't want to say John Wall because it's been some years. I can't even lie and say John Wall, but I don't know, I'm just used to a lot of different other players being higher up in the ranking, and I don't know, it just really goes to show how far this league has came. Like, now we have Trae Young, obviously Donovan Mitchell, but he just got traded from the Utah Jazz, at the beginning of the season. But, it's just a lot of different players this year. First things first, I want to lock in Donovan Mitchell. He was averaging 29, 4, 4 on 42. What's FP? My bad if I seem like a casual. What's FP? Fantasy points? FP is fantasy points? Okay. I didn't know we were going to be off of fantasy points, but Donovan Mitchell was doing amazing to start off the season. I don't know if any of you seen the Cavaliers, but when the Cavaliers first started, I think Darius Garland got injured like in the first game. He had an eye injury because he got elbowed, I believe, and Donovan Mitchell just went crazy. He was helping lead the Cavaliers to some wins without DG, and it's just crazy how well he's been playing. He's been saying he's been really enjoying being on the Cavaliers, just being in a different environment, and I'm really happy to see him, you know, not grow, because it's not like he necessarily got, I mean, he got better, but I don't want to say he necessarily got any better, because I feel like Donovan Mitchell's always been able to hit this potential, and I like seeing him thrive basically on this team. I've loved seeing Donovan Mitchell thrive on this team, so I definitely think automatically he's a lock for an all-star starter in the East. Second, it's hard for me to say Trae Young, right? I want to say Trae Young. I really do. But Jaylen Brown has just been on a different level this year, man. I mean, there's been times where Tatum, who also has been, oh my God, phenomenal this year, has stepped up. But Jaylen Brown's also been amazing. I think he's arguably the best shooting guard. Please leave in the comments who y'all think is the best shooting guard. Let me know who y'all think is the best shooting guard. But I just had to really sit down and think with myself, right? Like, obviously, for years, the best shooting guard in the league has been, you know, the best shooting guard in the league has been James Harden. But obviously, he's transitioned to a point guard now in the Sixers. And I think with him being considered a point guard now, it's either Jaylen Brown or Devin Booker. You don't get me wrong, Devin Booker is an amazing player. He's an amazing offensive talent. But I don't know. It's just Jaylen Brown is just so different. Obviously, Trae Young has been great. I don't want to say great, because Trae Young's had some very bad games at some point in the season. Like the past, I want to say month hasn't really been the best for Trae Young. I know he's been a little better recently, but I don't know. I just want to come back and speak on that Trae Young comment. Had to look back and see what I was referring to when I said Trae Young the past month hasn't been that good. I looked back, I looked at my stats, and I looked at some games. He's had some bad games here and there. He's been inconsistent. He's had some 19, 18-point games. He's had some inefficient games. And I know the Hawks haven't been on the best winning streak, you feel me, record-wise, like the last end of the month of November or so. So I just wanted to come back for all Hawks fans. I apologize. Trae Young hasn't been terrible the past month, but he has been inconsistent. But that's all I meant by that. That's just that's all I wanted to say. I didn't want nobody to kill me over that. That's all I had to say. I don't know. So this might be a hot take. Some people might disagree with me, but I feel like personally I have to vote Jaylen Brown. Honestly, I'm surprised he's even a guard. I know last year they were running Jaylen Brown small forward and Jason Tatum power forward, but I think they've been starting Grant Williams this year, so that's probably why he's considered a guard. I think these are my all-star locks. I know a lot of people also might be thinking it's crazy that Kyrie Irving isn't up here, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is just meaning, you know, I'm getting old and all my favorite players are starting to become bench players now in terms of all-star voting. But, you know, I just personally think these two has just gotten it done more than Kyrie, more than Trae. I mean, the Nets, what are the Nets' record right now? Oh, the Nets are the 4th seed right now. The Nets are the 4th seed. Honestly, they're doing better than I thought they were. I swore the Nets were doing worse. Nah, they're on a 6-game win streak. They're on a 6-game win streak. I mean, that's not to say Kyrie Irving shouldn't be an all-star. These are just who I think should be the starters. But, yeah, I got Donovan Mitchell and Jaylen Brown. You know, if you think anybody else should be voted, again, please leave in the comments who I think it should be. But now, let's get to the front court. Obviously, I'm biased. I'm biased like Konto. Automatically, I got to go Joel Embiid. If you know, Joel Embiid has been phenomenal. And it's crazy because I remember at the beginning of the season, we had people that were saying Joel Embiid is washed. I know he had a terrible game against the Celtics, and Twitter went insane. I went inside a Legend of Winning Twitter spaces, and basically they were just saying, like, Joel is washed. Don't ever compare this man to Nikola Jokic again, and et cetera, et cetera. And since then, he's been yet again doing MVP numbers. I know y'all probably heard some of y'all other favorite YouTubers say it, but I really do just feel bad for Joel Embiid. I feel like I don't know what he has to do to be MVP. I know he's really on this MVP run, and Nikola Jokic is just amazing. But Embiid, I feel like he's just different. Honestly, hot take. A lot of people, I'm not saying, listen, Nikola Jokic is an amazing passer. And I don't want to be one of those guys on Twitter that's like, oh, Joel Embiid is better defense. And because he has better defense, he's obviously better than Nikola Jokic and et cetera, et cetera. But it's just, it's kind of funny. At a certain point, what else can Joel Embiid get better at? I mean, Jokic, he's been an average to good defender, this year, the past 2 years, this year and last year. But like, he just hasn't been on Joel Embiid's level. I feel like, what at this point is it? Is it stamina? Is it the way he runs the court? I don't know. Maybe shot selection, but despite all that, I can get into that talk for another day. Joel Embiid, I feel like obviously has to be the all-star pick for big man this year. Afterwards, I want to say Giannis. I can say personally, Giannis has been selling my bag on fantasy. The past couple of days. He has not had some great games the past couple of days, but I have to vote Giannis. I mean, it's Giannis. It's Giannis. It's Giannis. I feel like without a doubt, it's Giannis. What else is there to say? I feel like there's nothing to say. It's Giannis. Giannis, obviously, he's going to get the vote. He's just an amazing player. He does it all around the court. Obviously, still needs to add some shooting to his game, but he's been great this season, man. He's been great. The past couple of weeks or so, he's been a little but Giannis, as always, I think his team is top of the league. So I feel like you can never go wrong with saying Giannis. Speaking of Giannis, shout out Jrue Holiday. Been having some amazing games. Shout out Jrue Holiday. But next, another hot take. I know a lot of people might not agree with me. I think it has to be Jason Tatum. I know a lot of people are going to be like, yo, Kevin Durant not starting over Jason Tatum. But let's just say it how it is. Tatum has been leading the Celtics. He has been leading the Celtics. Like, he's been on a tear this year. Look, averaging 34, 8. Listen, man. KD has been amazing. Obviously, KD's always going to be KD. But Tatum has been arguably stepped up as the best defender on the team. Obviously, the go-to scorer on the team. I just feel like he just does so much for his team. And to see them, look, now it's the second seed inside the East. How do you not say Tatum? So obviously I'm going to go with Tatum as the next all-star starter for the East. We're going to have Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Antetokounmpo, and Embiid. All I have to say about this selection right here is that I think the Celtics deserve this. And I don't like the Celtics. Me being a Sixers fan, I hate the Celtics. I do not like the Celtics. But you got to give them props where it's due. You have to. Now, let's get into the West, where, we have to come to the conclusion, man. Obviously, we're just going to get out the way. Luka's been putting up 2K numbers. He's obviously going to get the All-Star vote. Next is Shea and Stephen Curry. And let me tell you this. This is not an easy choice. I went to the Sixers Warriors game the other day. Stephen Curry, obviously, he's hurt with his shoulder. Even if he is selected, who's to say he'll be back in time to even play in the All-Star game? I know he's going to be out for like a month or so. So we'll see. But I feel like, honestly, shoulder or not, I have to give the nod to Shea. Shea's just been on a tear. He's had a couple 40-point games this year, and it's just been phenomenal to watch. His mid-range game has just been phenomenal. He just hit a mid-range shot over but he just hit a mid-range shot, game winner over the Trailblazers the other night. And Shea's just been different, and it's so fun to see him have the opportunity to do this, because even right now, I just checked on their record not too long ago. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they're the 13th seed, but they're still like for the first time, it feels like they're kind of in contention to like compete a little bit, you know. And I know it's because probably Adam Silver was saying he doesn't want there to be any incentive this year to try to, you know, tank and get Victor. But regardless of that, man, OKC's just been competing. I mean, nobody's been as bad as the Houston Rockets, but OKC's just been competing this year. And I've loved seeing Shea just hit game winner after game winner. And I think he has to be voted. I mean, Stephen Curry's still amazing. I honestly feel like, you know, one thing I've seen King of the Fourth Quarter say in terms of basketball players when trying to pick who's placed over where, I feel like there's tiers, and I feel like Steph Curry's still in the tier of Luka, Shea, and other phenomenal players. But I feel like I have to give the nod to Shea. Not even to mention, I feel like easily with the fan vote, I feel like Shea's just gonna get voted just off of the fact that this is his first time having such a phenomenal career like this. Steph may deserve it because of team success, but me personally, I'm gonna have to go Shea. I think he deserves it. He's been playing out his mind. Afterwards, we're gonna go to the front court. It's funny. I don't even think this is a debate. I don't think I have anything to say. I mean, Anthony Davis has been putting up monster numbers. He's averaging 27, 3, 12, averaging 54. Like, why did they add fantasy points? I'm sorry. I think that's crazy. But I know Anthony Davis' shooting has been terrible pretty much this season. He's definitely haven't been what he used to be. But despite that, his defense has just been crazy this year. It's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. I think the Lakers, obviously, they need to build around and get them some more pieces. I know Thomas Bryant's going to get some minutes right now while AD is hurt for a little bit. But I feel like easily AD has to get the vote. LeBron, nobody else on this list is as good as LeBron right now. And Jokic having another great season. I don't even think there's nobody else to debate. Even with Zion, he's just now starting to have a good couple of games the past month or so. I remember starting out, he wasn't really on nothing, you know, just to say it lightly. And he's had a great turnaround, but let's be honest, like I said, if we're talking about tiers and how players have played this year, there's just not anyone else on this list that's played up to their par, you know, up to par with these three players. I mean, Lauri Markkanen been having a phenomenal comeback season. You know, after playing on the Cavaliers and the Bulls, he's been having such a great season. I think he definitely still needs to be an all-star this year, but as a starter, I think it has to be LeBron, AD, Jokic, because you look at the rest of this list, nobody's just on their level. Nobody's on their level. So, honestly, for my list, I have Luka, PG. I have Shea at the 2. I got LeBron at the 3. I mean, either way, these are all going to be voted by the All-Star captains. I think, honestly, this year the All-Star captains are probably going to be Luka and it's either going to be Luka and Embiid. No, I don't know. We'll see. I can't even give that take right now. I'm not even sure. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm happy to get my first video under my belt. I want to post more stuff, some content based around 2K, some more content based around voting. I really want to give a New Year's resolution video coming soon at the end of the year for each team. So I'm really excited about that, but I hope y'all enjoyed the NBA All-Star voting video. If y'all have any opinions, any takes y'all want to leave in the comments, if y'all want to say that my reasoning or any of the voting that I did this year was stupid, please let me know. I'm always willing to take feedback, but yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, all my socials right here. Subscribe to Slight Conto. Follow the TikTok. Follow Twitter. Follow the IG. Follow the Twitch. Follow all that, man. All right, I love y'all. I'll be back soon.